Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at some of the funniest and most unforgettable Ross Geller moments from Friends. Whether you love him, find him awkward, or think he's the most unintentionally hilarious character on the show, there's no denying that Ross delivered some of the biggest laughs throughout the series. What makes Ross so funny isn't that he's trying to be a comedian. In fact, most of the time he's completely serious. That's exactly where the humor comes from. Ross is intelligent, educated, and passionate about science. But when it comes to social situations, relationships, and everyday life, things tend to go spectacularly wrong. One of the biggest strengths of Friends is how each character has a unique style of comedy. Joey brings innocence. Chandler delivers sarcasm. Phoebe adds unpredictability. Monica brings intensity. Rachel provides charm. And Ross specializes in awkward disasters. Whenever Ross believes he's in control, that's usually the moment everything starts falling apart. Throughout the series, we see Ross constantly trying to impress people. Whether he's attempting to look cool on a date, prove he's athletic, show off his intelligence, or demonstrate his maturity, the results rarely go according to plan. These situations create some of the most memorable comedic moments in television history. A perfect example of Ross's comedy style is how confidently he approaches situations. He often enters a conversation believing he has everything figured out. Then, within minutes, his plans completely collapse. Watching that transformation from confidence to panic is one of the reasons audiences find him so entertaining. Another thing that makes Ross stand out is his physical comedy. While many sitcom characters rely mainly on dialogue, Ross frequently uses facial expressions, body language, and exaggerated reactions. His expressions alone can turn an ordinary scene into something hilarious. Many fans also appreciate how Ross reacts to embarrassment. Most people try to recover quickly from awkward situations. Ross, however, tends to make everything worse. He explains too much, talks too much, and digs himself deeper into trouble. The more he tries to fix a problem, the funnier the situation becomes. Relationships are another major source of Ross's comedy. Across the series, his romantic life is filled with misunderstandings, awkward encounters, and unexpected complications. Even when things seem to be going well, Ross somehow finds a way to create a new problem. This recurring pattern became one of the character's defining traits. One reason viewers continue discussing Ross years after the show ended is because he's incredibly relatable. Most people have experienced embarrassing moments, social mistakes, or situations where they wish they could rewind time and start over. Ross simply experiences those moments on a much larger scale. The chemistry between Ross and the rest of the group is also a huge factor in the show's success. His interactions with Chandler often create hilarious exchanges. Chandler's sarcasm paired with Ross's seriousness creates a perfect comedic balance. Meanwhile, Phoebe frequently challenges Ross's logical way of thinking, leading to some of the funniest debates in the series. Ross's relationship with Rachel is another major part of the show's appeal. Their story includes emotional moments, misunderstandings, breakups, reunions, and countless comedic situations. Even during serious storylines, the writers found ways to include humor that kept audiences entertained. What's especially impressive is how the actor playing Ross was able to switch between different emotions so quickly. One moment the character is confident and excited. The next moment he's confused, embarrassed, frustrated, or completely panicked. That emotional range helped create many unforgettable scenes. As the series progressed, Ross became even funnier because the writers leaned into his awkward personality. Instead of trying to make him the traditional smart guy of the group, they embraced his quirks and insecurities. This allowed the character to evolve into one of the show's strongest comedic performers. Another reason these moments remain popular today is their timeless quality. Even years after Friends originally aired, viewers still laugh at Ross's awkward encounters, failed plans, and dramatic reactions. Good comedy often comes from universal human experiences, and Ross's mistakes feel surprisingly relatable. The supporting characters also play an important role in making Ross funny. Their reactions often amplify the humor. Sometimes they encourage his bad decisions. Other times, they simply watch as events spiral out of control. Either way, their responses help elevate the comedy. When discussing the funniest Friends moments, Ross is almost always part of the conversation. Whether it's an awkward date, a misunderstanding with friends, an embarrassing public situation, or a failed attempt to impress someone, he consistently delivers memorable scenes. What makes these moments even better is that Ross rarely realizes how funny he is. He isn't trying to entertain people. He's usually trying to solve a problem, defend himself, or prove a point. The audience, however, sees the situation from a completely different perspective, creating perfect comedic irony. Looking back, Ross's funniest moments showcase everything that made Friends such a successful sitcom. Strong writing, excellent character development, fantastic chemistry among the cast, and unforgettable performances all come together to create scenes that fans still enjoy today. In the end, Ross Geller remains one of television's most iconic sitcom characters. His awkward confidence, emotional reactions, and endless ability to find himself in ridiculous situations made him a key part of Friends' success. Whether he's making a simple mistake or causing a complete disaster, Ross always manages to make audiences laugh. And that's our look at some of the funniest Ross Geller moments from Friends. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments which Ross moment made you laugh the hardest. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.